What's up, YouTube family? New video today. You know who I am from my previous introduction. I want to talk about the moments of realization of saving yourself when you're on the recovery to mental health on your journey. A lot of times it'll just be you and your thoughts. If you have a therapist, there will be the days that you have the scheduled days, but outside of that, it's you. It's just you. You don't really know how to figure out a lot of things in the beginning. But as you go, you start noticing that you are the savior. You start saving yourself. When you take the first steps to doing therapy, that you saving yourself. If you decide that you want to write your thoughts, you're saving yourself. You want to go exercise, anything fitness related, even if you do mental exercises, this is you saving yourself. It can be a long journey, it can be a short journey. It just depends on the level of mental health rebuilding that you have to do. Like I said, I'm not a professional. So, with that being said, if it's severe, seek help. Seek therapy as soon as possible. It's important, men, guys, fellas, so that you learn to create a relationship with you, know more about yourself, and so much other stuff in the process. Like today is one of my days. I'm kind of like all over the place, but I manage, I manage throughout the day. And as long as I'm in a peaceful place, I'm fine. I get those moments of anxiety. Mine usually comes from like what's next. Because of the healing that I've been doing on my journey, I'm like, all right, what's next? I'm ready to, I guess at the same time, because I'm so ready to go now. Like, I feel like I've done enough of the set in the dark for months, long enough. Like, the shit is, let's go. So I'm excited for the new journey, and I know that there's something bigger on the way. I worked on myself a lot over the last 6 to 7 months alone. I didn't get a therapist until near the end of April, middle of April, somewhere, end of April I think it was. And she's been very helpful. Like I said, BetterHelp is a great place to start. You can find the app on your phone, find out what system works for you. They have different prices that allow certain attributes to be opened. So check that out. BetterHelp, it's a wonderful app. Have thousands of people that can help you through that process. But once again, through this process, you are your savior. No one else. Like, you have to help you throughout this process. Nobody else will. Most people won't get what you're experiencing. So, you might have some condescending people. I won't say condescending. Some people just won't get it, and that's okay. And you don't have to constantly explain to them either. If they don't get it, take the time to recalibrate so that you can move forward to the next stage of you saving yourself. It's very important to do that. Even if you have a spouse, of course, allow them to help you. Allow them to be the shoulder, the ear, what have you. But also let them know that you have to help yourself, because you don't want to put that burden on them constantly either, and you don't want the person that you love and like to lose themselves in the process of wanting you to get better. That's going to be another topic for another time too. Loving and liking an individual, so that you don't have to wear the mask or play that game when dealing with mental health. But it's a short video. I really didn't have much to put out there. This video, it'll be, by the time you guys get this, it'll be Sunday. It's the Friday now that I'm shooting this on my phone. So as I progress, so will everything else. I was debating today, do I do this video today or do I do it tomorrow? And I was like, you know what? I'm in that back and forth energy in my head, the mental anxiety and things of that nature of wanting things to go forward, trying to figure out, how do I do X, Y, and Z next? Get it out of my head, because when you're in that stage of mental health and saving yourself, you're trying to figure out what's next. You're always trying to figure out what's next because you don't want to feel stuck. And sometimes when you're dealing with mental health, you get in those stages of being stuck or feeling stuck. And then the voices start, or the thoughts start to take over. In turns, makes you stagnated. So, guys, start helping yourself however you can. Write. If you're creative, step into that. Draw. If you're a gamer, game. Don't do it out of distraction for hours and hours and hours. 2 hours, 3 hours tops, maybe. Then move forward. But to break the mental anguish that constantly nags, where you're restless, or you feel like you have to do something, or you feel like you're behind, but you aren't. You're where you need to be. I'm still learning that. It's one of my things within my nature. And like I said, I guess because I've been on this journey for a few months of finally healing myself mentally and breaking free of the things that I encountered over the years. And this takes time, but there was self-realization for myself to save myself within the situation that I was in. And of course I had to go through the grieving, and that's another story for another time as well. And when I tell that story, I'll never have to tell it again. But yes, you are your savior when it comes to this. No one can do it for you. Hopping into relationships won't help that, because you can bring that mental baggage with you and the emotional baggage in the process. So, once again, you are your savior on this journey. And that's all I got to say for that. So, I appreciate y'all. Like, share, and subscribe, of course. That's why I say all this at the end. Leave all the other stuff at say what I need to say in the beginning. And besides, YouTube been around long enough. If you don't know the drill, I don't know what to tell you. You must have been under a rock. But, heal yourself. Look in the mirror. Say some beautiful shit to yourself every day. Tell yourself you love you. I love you. And with that being said, be well, be free, wear the crown. Peace. Mental health first.